So here I've completed this one. I've added another butterfly to this to complete this curve. Hunter green. These are the seeds I'll be using for the next framework. Cut out a comfortable length of thread, fix your size 12 needle to it, and attach a stopper bead to it, and let's get started. So here you're gonna pick your 2 base seeds. I have my base seed here. Slide down. Now pick 15 seeds on the length. 15. I've picked 15 here. Now pass it back onto this, the 2 base seeds from the back up, pass it to form a circle, and you have just formed a first wing. This is a smaller wing. Now pick a next 15. Here I have picked my next 15. I just picked it. Next I'm going to pass from bottom up again through the base seeds to make my circle, and I have just completed my circle. Yeah, I have my circle, something that looks like an 8, 2 circles connected to base seeds. Now I'm gonna turn it upside down. Next up, pass through one of the circles, pass through 4 beads on one. I just picked 7 beads here. Now I'm going to pass back through the first seed I exited earlier. I just made a smaller wing at the bottom. Now I'm going to make the other wing on the other circle. Pass through next 4 seeds. Pick 7 seeds here. Now pass through the first seed you exited on this side, and I have just passed through the wings again to secure strong and tight tension. Now the next thing is to build on it. Pass through the next 2 beads on one side, on one wing, on one big wing. So once you've passed through it, pick a mint green. Pick a mint green and pass back through it again. Loop it and pass through next 2 beads on the wing. And you just made the first loop. Next up, pick another mint green and pass back through the beads, then pass through the next 2 beads on that circle. Continue till you loop and pass through the next 2 beads till you get to second to the last seed on the circle. And I just completed looping the edges. You notice there is a space in between the edges, and so now this is the direction of my thread. It's facing downwards. I'm gonna pass my needle up through the last. I've done that. Then pick a bead, pick another mint green, pass through the next loop, pick another one, pass through the next loop till you complete this loops. I've completed it. You notice I've made a layer of mint greens on top of the first one. So subsequently, and you see the direction of my thread. Now I want to move it to this direction, so I'm gonna go down into the hunter green underneath, pick it and pass through from this end to this direction up, pick my next mint green, pass back into the mint green, see the direction. Now pull my thread, make sure the tension is tight. Now I'm gonna pass through the next 2 seeds on the layer. And next I'm gonna pick a new and loop. Continue till you, as usual, pass through the next seed, loop, pass through the next seed. Make sure you leave the last seed hanging without passing through it. And you have made the second loop. Next up is to start filling in the spaces. You see the direction of my thread, just pass up into the last loop there and pick a thread and pick a seed and continue. Pick a seed, pass to the next till I complete. So next up, you notice I've completed the spaces on the second layer. Next up, I want to start to build on the topmost layer, and this is the direction of my thread. As usual, I'm gonna pass down onto the mint green beneath the last seed on the edge. Pass it, then pass into the thread, the seed next to it. Pass up into the seed next to it. I will pick a seed, a candy white seed, for my loops. Pass through the next 2 seeds. Now I'm gonna pick a second one, then pass through the next 2 seeds on that length. Then finally pick another candy white, pass into it. You notice I'm not passing through the last mint green on the end, on this end. Just as I started up, I did not pass through the mint green. I picked 2 here, and here you see I have looped my first layer of candy whites. Next, I want to go back and close up the spaces. In this case, I'm going to pick up 2. I'm going to pass my thread here already. I'm going to pick up 2 seeds at once. I pick 2 here. Pass to the next. Here I've finished this one. Next, I'm going to continue as usual. I'll pass underneath to pass through the candy white on top. Here, as usual, pick my first seed, pass back into that seed on top. Pass into the next 2 seeds there. Pick a second candy white, pass into it. Pick the next one. And here I have completed the the loop on top. Next, I'm going to fill them up. Now pass back into the last loop. I'm going to pick one. Pass to the next seed. Pick another one. Pass to the next seed. And you are done. So next I'm going to fill these spaces here, and I'll just pick a white bead, a candy seed. I'll pick one, pass to the next, pick another one, pass to the next, down the slope. So I'm gonna pick a lemon and pass to the last. Now this is where my thread is exiting. I'm gonna pass into this one to go up this slope. So now pass into the first lemon on that layer, pick another lemon, pass into the next one, pick a white, candy white, pick a candy white, pass to the next one, and finally pick another seed, another candy white, and pass to the last topmost layer. And I have just completed this. I've completed this. So now another method exists. I want to pass down here to exit here. I want to pass down into in the middle to exit here to do here. Depending on the direction of your thread, pass through this. I'm gonna go in a curvy pattern. And here I have, now this is the direction I should be facing. Now let me go down. I'm gonna go down, so I'll be going this way. Now I'm gonna pass. So here I have completed the 2 wings. Now I'm going to do the same for the little wings. This is where my thread is exiting. My thread is exiting down this base seed. Assuming your thread is exiting up, you just need to pass through either of the wings through the base and continue to any of the smaller wings. Now this is where my thread is exiting. So I'm going to pass through the first seed on that cycle and enter into the next 2 seeds down the smaller wing. Let's continue. I'm gonna pick the mint green, pass through the next 2 seeds, pass through the next 3 seeds on that lane, the next 2 seeds on the circle, pull, and I just have a loop of 1. Go ahead, pick another one and loop. Now pass through the next 3 seeds. You're going to complete this end and finally pick a loop and complete the end here. just made a loop on this end. Now you need to pass back into the last loop as usual. Pick and pass to the next. Pass to the next. And here I've made the first layer with mint greens. Subsequently, this is the direction my thread is facing. I need to face in the other direction, so I'll pass my thread underneath the mint green that is passed into the hunter green under, and pass into above. Pick my candy, pass back into it, give it as usual. My candy white. So I've gotten a loop of candy white on top. I need to close it up. Now pass back into the last loop. Pick 2 candies. 2 candies, pass to the next one. So here I have completed this layer. Now I want to close up the spaces here. Pick my first candy white, pass through this, pass down into this thread. I want to pass down into the first loop and pass the thread up here. I'm making a curve. I don't want to pass into here all through and go up. I want to just pass through the loops and connect to the up. Now I have done that, so pass through the next seed there, and now this is where my thread is. So I need to close this space here. Pick 3, a mint green, a candy white rather, and I just connected this one and I'm done. So next I'll just pass my thread into the base of the lesser wing. I want to connect to the next one to make. So just follow this pattern till you complete the wing.